Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Chargers first down. First down at the 21-yard line.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now they're up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
At the 40-yard line.
Left sideline, a dang, and it looks like he's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Herbert going to give the Hampton. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. That changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. That's to Amari Hampton out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy set to take over once more. And he's had an early impact on the game, sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
8-yard pickup. First down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
49-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Chambers. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 4.
48-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Chiefs sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Chargers' 40-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's Chambers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. They'll try to run this one in. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. There's a nice move. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Short one there to Flywheel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. first and 10 at the 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's across midfield. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 17-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's an early front-runner for MVP in the NFL here the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards. Mahomes finding his burner. Hardman for the KC first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So people been playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's now 4th down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Mahomes now on the sneak. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Herbert. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So halftime is the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
They'll run on first down. Chambers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go. It's Chambers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This is what we're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man complete. That's Castro. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now here comes Kansas City. still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They begin with a run by Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert off of play action. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he stopped immediately there. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A loss of 8 yards. It's third down. Third and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Is a turnover on down.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton.
Looking for a Crates, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Delta.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself.
The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
It's 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
On for the point after.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that gives him a 3-point. Lead. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The LA offense ready for this next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Herbert now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Fires the out and completes it to Harris. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Chambers. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
19-yarder. First down, Kansas City.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
A 26-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. There's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Herbert going to throw.
to the sideline and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So this one in the win column for Kansas.